Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review We Broke Up. And this is a 80-minute breezy little comedy from Jeff Rosenberg, who wrote and directed this film, who had previously worked as an assistant director on Parks and Rec and stuff like that. And this film focuses on Aya Cash, plays Lori, who most recently played Homefront on the second season of The Boys. Very different role, but equally as charismatic and engrossing in this film. And then William Jackson Harper, aka Chidi, from The Good Place, who plays Doug. And Lori and Doug start this film. They've been in a 10-year relationship. And, they're just at a place, and Will's like, will you marry me? And Lori yaks. Blah! And then all of a sudden, we make it home. We make it into the car. Very long silence in the car. You can see the awkwardness and the discomfort on both of their faces. Their acting, by the way, and their chemistry really sells this movie because they're the leads, they carry it, and even just their physicality really sells a lot of their emotions. And you have this very quiet, moving little sequence of events at the beginning of the film that really sets up they're done. They're checked out from each other. They're definitely broken up. But here's the thing. Lori's sister's getting married. Doug wants to go. So they pretend. And they show up for the wedding. And this film is pretty quirky. It has a very breezy sensibility about it from Rosenberg. And there's a variety of different kinds of humor. There's some slapstick, there's some just silliness, and some of the supporting characters like Sarah Bolger and Tony Cavallero, who play Bea and Jason, who are supposed to be getting married. They even have a fun credit scene that's really sweet and endearing, but they're fun too, and getting to enjoy their weird relationship and dealing with understanding what's going on with Lori and Doug, who are faking it throughout this whole entire wedding weekend or so, and they're stuck in a cabin together, and they wind up reffing some crazy fun Paul Bunyan event for Paul Bunyan Day or whatever, and you have them dealing with all the things that you deal with weddings, and trying to put on a face and watching them rekindle things and reconnect with each other. But is that going to come back to bite them, that they broke up in the first place? And you have those kinds of worries, but you really are sold on this film because of Cash and Harper, who are really strong in the film and give some solid performances and have a lot of chemistry and charisma that really go a long way in the film. And I really enjoyed them on screen together. I enjoyed the characters a lot. Gary Ballard, who plays this really funny grandpa, who makes some really sassy comments and seems so innocent, but then says the darndest things, is a lot of fun too. I definitely had some laughs. You have this quirky atmosphere. It's a predictable story. I think it's going to go exactly how you expect it to go. But that's not necessarily a deal breaker. If the characters are fun, you have some laughs, and you get buy-in from your audience, you might not have to have the most unique and different kind of story. Yes, this is a well-worn story. It might have some little twists in it, but it's pretty well-worn. People putting on a front that they're not together. And you might not be surprised by the plot points of the story and exactly where it winds up. But along the way, I think you'll have some fun with these characters and with some of the humor and get some laughs out of it. And I think that's the most important thing. So not a game-changing film, but We Broke Up is a fun one. And I think for 80 minutes, I think it's a pretty good little investment. But those are my thoughts on We Broke Up. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.